Hello, I'm going to be making a short video on setting up Vuhdo with a Restoration Shaman. I've loaded up a default profile so that I can show you how to do it from the beginning, or what it would look like by default. First you're going to want to do is click on the minimap option, or if you don't have that, you can type VD opt, like that. And if you go to spells, here you can pretty much pick whatever you want. I usually have like my regular heal on left, fast heal on the right, and if you have like a back button, a back and a forward button on your mouse, that'll be back is 4 and forward is 5, and then mouse wheel up and down. And you can set up controller modifiers. These are from when I used to have, before I had a Naga. I picked up a Naga recently, and now I have all my spells right here. And basically with Vuhdo, I only use left, right, and middle mouse button. The rest of this you don't really have to worry about. The only thing I use this for is for trinkets. If I have, I don't know how many trinkets to do that right now, but if I had a trinket that you could activate, then this will automatically trigger while you're in combat. As long as you uncheck this, it won't do it while you're not in combat, only when you're in combat. And then hostile, you can do if you have a target frame, which I sometimes have. It's not really necessary though, but this basically is if you have a Vuhdo target of a hostile enemy, and these are the buttons that what they'll do. So I mean, basically, you can pretty much be set up like this already. Once you have this, then you just get in a group and try healing it. The rest of it is preference. Like for me, for example, I like having Earth Shield target. So this tells me when it's red, I don't have Earth Shield on my target, and it changes depending on, let's see. If I can get Earth Shield on that person. Oh, it's his blood elf, that's why. My bad. And it doesn't change the name. Well, if they were in my group, it would usually change the name, and I can just click it and put the Earth Shield on that target. It'll also show your enchant. So if I wanted Earth Living, make sure it puts Earth Living on my weapon. You can right click it to change whatever you want. And then most of these, like, I don't usually like them because they're not really like stuff that I have on all the time. Okay, also water shield would be a good idea. Like that. Now you see it turned white. That coloring option is from here, I think. Well, basically it's because I don't have Earth Shield. So whenever your target is not affected by your buffs, it'll turn white. I mean, you can turn it off by basically not checking this. So like if I have it check mark, see, it'll turn white if I don't have my buff. I'll turn that off for now. Anyway, like I said, that's basically all you need for setting up Vuhdo automatically now. There's also other options to customize the way you want it to look like. There's sizing options. You can change the height and the width like that if you really wanted it that big. You can change, let's look at those bars. You can change the texture of, I like LVY, I think. It's usually LVR or Vuhdo, like what it had before, polished wood, something like that. Sometimes I have minimalist. It's just, I don't know, I change it around sometimes. Let's keep it where it was. Now for hot icons, as you can see, when I riptide myself, I got a purple dot there. This is showing number 5. See, riptide. Now what I like to do is change it to icons. It shows the actual icon there. Actually, let's get rid of this healer icon. It gets in the way. It's in general, miscellaneous, no, indicators. And then just change the special dot to empty. Now back in panels, I like to have them all on the sides. So then here. So we're gonna put riptide right here on number 3. Yeah, we don't want to track that. We want to track riptide there. Get rid of riptide here. Number 1, fortitude. That's vigor. Which one's fortitude? I think it's a crit, isn't it? Anyway, basically you can just change these to whatever you want and where you want to show them on your bars. You can even, if it's not there, like if you want to track something specific, you can even track like someone else's hots. Like if you want to track other people's rejuvenations, you can just type in rejuvenation there, and it'll put it. Let's see, AoE advice I don't really want. I usually put, for slot 5, it's going to be tank cooldowns extended. Turn this off. Basically this is like any kind of cooldown, if there is any. Let's see, try Spirit Link. Nope, I don't have that in there. Usually there's a list you can change in bouquets. You can add a bunch of cooldowns in there. That's completely more advanced than what I'll show in this video. But you can probably find that on YouTube for bouquets. So I can even track my tidal waves if I want. Yeah, but I don't really like that. I have it right here anyway. And that's basically it. That's a basic setup for it. Then you can go into a lot more detail with changing the way it looks. I'm trying to remember where it's at. Here. Bar text. I like having class color. Put this in the middle, or top middle, with no health text. There we go. And then we can change the color of the bar. No, that's text. Bar. You can change the class color, change all the colors like that, and then you can do something like this. There we go. So now everyone's name is white with their bar being their class. There's a way to invert that. I usually like a black background with the class color name. Let me see if I can find that real quick. It's gonna be solid. Yeah, I like that. So basically, if you want to do that, like this, so you're going to panels, you change the class color for the text, and then make sure that the bars are set to a solid color. And you go to colors, and in modes, this is going to be solid. Let's see what happens if I Oh, I can't fly here because I'm level 86. I can't take any damage. Anyway, these will change colors, depending on, their life. You can turn that off in, I think that was here. I'm not sure. Basically, what I ended up doing on my main one, I just changed this. If they're good, they're going to be closer to this one. So I copy this, paste, and then I just start gradually going more white, like that. And then now whenever they get lower in health, it'll go down. You could also set up, if you want to show the raid icon, that's to change the colors. Here, raid icon. So if you want the raid icon, if they have a star on their head, it'll show up there. You can change where it goes. You can change the scale. You can change where it's positioned. One thing I like to do is get rid of the headers, and that makes it like this. It just makes it more clean. Then the borders are going to be... yeah. So you just want to get rid of the insets. I don't know why going forward makes it do that, but get rid of the size and just make the inset like kind of high, and it makes it look like this. Now you can see that this is the same because they're separated by panels. So panel number 1, panel 3. You should be able to, yeah, if you're on the panel you want them all to look like, you just apply to all. There we go. You can also get rid of some. So this is your panel 3. I usually just get rid of everything except for panel 1, which panel 1 includes group 1 through 8. So I mean, that's basically all you need to do. That looks pretty nice. And it shows Earth Shield there, and it turned white if I don't have my buff. Let me turn that off real quick. There. And basically, you can just add whatever you want. So, just a recap. Spells. You type in whatever you want here. And then there's panels, hot icons, and you put in what buffs you want to show here. And that's about it. If you have any more questions, please leave comments and I will try to address them. Thanks.